Now, if you want to run your own business, you've always got the choice of whether to give up your day job and just run your own business completely 100% full on, or whether you want to keep it as a side hustle alongside your employed job. And I thought it'd be interesting just to think about the pros and cons a little bit of side hustles. Why might you want to keep your day job going? And the first reason why a side hustle could be a good idea is extra money. You might just have a small side hustle, one that you couldn't live off on its own. But that little extra money that it brings in could make a big difference to your disposable income. So if somebody earns, let's say, 30k a year, it's quite possible that their costs are 25k a year. By the time you've thought about mortgages and pensions and food and holidays and stuff, you probably spend 25. You're earning 30, so you're only actually saving 5k a year. Or at least that 5k, maybe you don't save it, but maybe you spend it on nice things that you want to have. But if you had a side hustle that brought in just 5k, you would double your extra money, your disposable income. And if your disposable income is only, let's say, 1k, then setting up a side hustle that brought in 5 would mean you'd have 6. You'd have 6 times as much disposable income for the luxuries that you would like to spend it on. So that's the first thing. The extra money from a side hustle can make a big difference to your disposable income. The second is that a side hustle could be a route to big money one day. There's a small chance, or perhaps a reasonably large chance, that you can grow it and it can end up being really big. It might take a long time, it might require some luck, but start that side hustle because who knows where it will lead. But obviously you could start it in parallel with your job, so there's no risk. And that's the next thing really, security. So this goes in both directions. So if you've got a side hustle running in parallel with your job, firstly, you've got the security of your job as you start up this extra business, this business that may or may not work. You've got the job to give you security. But also, once your side hustle starts to get a little bit significant, you've got the security of that in case anything happens to your job. Maybe you're suddenly made redundant or the company goes bust. You don't care because you've got your side hustle, which will at least probably pay for enough for food. And that will keep you going till you find another job, or perhaps you'll full on just work on the side hustle and build it up into a full-time business. So it's really nice to have 2 options going on there. And then another reason why a side hustle could be great is if you're bored in your job. Maybe your job's really well paid, but it's just a bit easy, or you're bored by it and it's just the same all the time. And you might have a really high-powered, difficult job. Maybe you're a surgeon or something like that. But maybe it's just not giving you an intellectual challenge anymore and you'd like to just play around with something on the side. So you could be a bit bored with your job. But it could also be that you're trapped in your job. Maybe you have to do it for the money. Maybe there's just no other way out. There's nowhere else you can go. You have to just keep doing that job. And this could be your escape route that you can start building. You can start digging the tunnel, as it were. Another advantage of a side hustle is just the fun of it and the feeling of achievement. How great it would be to be importing those ceramics from India, and you could go out there and do some research, meet suppliers, so that would be fun. Or if you were selling your own art or something, it would feel really great every time somebody spends some money buying something that you've created. So I would say fun and achievement can be massively enhanced from a side hustle. And then finally, your side hustle could be your purpose in life. It could be the thing that you were born to do. So let's suppose that you're a fantastic musician and you just love music. It could be that if you can manage to earn a bit of money from music on the side, that could be your ultimate dream. And if you can build up a business doing that in some way, that might make you happier than any day job ever could. So it's a chance to find your true purpose in life. So many reasons to have a side hustle, and we really need to know how to do it. So let's get on to that next part of the course now.